Hello, hi, bonjour, konnichiwa. What else? Today I'm going to be doing something new for you guys, okay? So after some researches and some analysis, I had two questions in mind. What is the most important subject in school? And it turns out it was maths. And yeah, a lot of people has been struggling with this subject. Pretty surprising. And then when I went to the next question, what is one of the most important year levels? And it turns out, other than year 11, year 12, it turns out freshman new year. So I was like, okay, so which is like year 9 standard. I was like, today, let us do some, year 9 mathematics for you guys in case like if you're struggling, this and that, like failing tests, exams, etc. So as you can see, I'm going to be starting some new mathematics sessions for you guys. So I'm gonna be doing like a series kind of a thing, and if you guys don't really like it, please comment down below. And yeah, so I know I shouldn't annoy you guys. So anyways, I'm starting off with like some I'm gonna be doing like different chapters. Like I'll be creating like one chapter for like algebra, one is for like fractions, one is for like linear equations, and yeah, etc. Okay, so what the first one we're going to be doing is financial mathematics. So it's like a start off with the easy, number one chapter I'll be creating, which is including percentages, interest, and money, and etc. Okay, first I'm going to be doing the first section for financial mathematics, which is the review of percentages. Okay, so the percentages is like one of the main parts for financial mathematics, like finding out like the increase amount, like the decrease, the overall percentage, and discounts and like that. Okay, so we are using like the main sources, like including fractions, decimals, and percentages. As you can see, they're all the same number. Like a fraction as a fraction, a half, it's same equivalent to a decimal, which is 0.5, and it also equivalent to as a percentage, which is 50%. It includes like etc, like like quarters, fifths, tenths, hundreds, thousands, yeah, and yeah, we can keep going on. But now we're okay. Yeah. So now I'm gonna start off with some easy basic questions about it. Okay. So I've been doing like two work examples. I put it in. So calculate the percentages of the given amount. So first let us do A, 35% of $62. Now there's two like working out for each section. Like one is like kind of like my way, and the other one is like the main way. So what is my way is that as you can see, just 1 minute. But yeah, okay. So my way is like separating two into like two easy percentages. As you can see, like I want to make one as 30% and one as a 5%. So they are separate, okay? So then we have to find of $62. So what's it called? What I do is that I do like easy like fractions of it. Like, so what I say, like 10% of $62, as we know, is which is you say 62 over 10, which is 6.2, and there's 30, so you times it by 3. So 6.2 times 3, because yeah, 10 times 3 is the same thing. It would be what's it called? 6.2 times 3 equals 18.6. Okay, same thing with 5. I'm gonna have it as a simpler way. For 5, I make it as like a 1 in the ones digit. Okay, so 1% of 62, it would be 0.62. Pretty sure, yeah, okay. So we have to do 0.62 times 5, which basically equals this requires like good multiplication skills. So when you have good multiplication skills, it's easier for you. So 0.62 times 5 equals it equals 3 point no, sorry, yeah, 3.1, pretty sure. Yeah, it's 3.1. Okay, so now we have these two together. You add them up, so that because these two are added up, so you need to add them up because this equals to 35%. So 18.6 plus 3.1 equals $21.7. So that is 35% of $62. Now the other way, sorry about that. Okay, the other way is it's like with fractions. So what you do is you have since there's the percentage is the max is 100, so there's a percentage of 35%, so you do 35 over 100, having this of meaning times, so 35% times 62, and make it as a fraction so it's easier, so you put over 1. So then now we should simplify first, so then it's easier, so later on when we divide it's like harder for us. So first let us do the first one. Is there any simplification? Yes. As known both of them have 5, so this, because they're divisible by 5. Okay, so this one would be 7 and this one would be 20. So now this one there isn't any divisible number to each other, so then it would be 7 over 20 times 62 over 1. Yeah. So then now we should do cross simplification. 7 and 1, no, there's no simplification. 20 and 62, yes, they're both divisible by 2. So then this one would be 10, this one would be 31. Okay, now 7 over 10 times 31 over 1. So then now it is now simpler for us to to times it. So this one would be, so 7 times 31 equals 217 divided by 10 equals 217 divided by 10 equals 21.7. Same thing. Now my recommended way is the first method because it's kind of like easier. No, it's like more quicker, but you need like really good multiplication skills. The second method is like, it takes time, but it's easier. So okay, now let us remove everything. So we know this is $21.7. Okay, so now for section B, what is 27.5% of $300? Okay, so for you guys, I'll do the second method since it's easier for you guys. So then it would be 20. No, we can't do it. Yeah, we can't. You cannot do the second method if it has a decimal. All right. So if there's a decimal, it's gonna be hard for you to do the second method. So you recommendedly do the first method. So then make them separate, 27 and 0.5. Okay, so then now so you can do the 300. Okay, so finding what is 1% of 300. What's 1% of 300, which is $3. So then what's a half of $3? $1.50. So this would be $1.50. Since half of 1 would be 0.5, would be $1.5. Okay, for now 27. What we do is remove the 7 for now. Okay, get it as a 20. Okay, now we do it as like the other one for section A. We did 10. Same thing here. What's 10% of 300? $30 times it by 2, 60. Now we have 60. Now we have the 7 here. What is, we do 1%, as we know before we did 1%, which is $3. $3 times 7 equals $21. So 60 plus $21 equals 81. Now we have them both here. Now we add them. would be 81 plus 1.5, $82.5. And that is the answer. So if you'll come across any questions like these, yeah, do either these two methods. Pretty simple and easy. Now, we go into the next one. We have new questions here. Increase or decrease the following amounts by the given percentages, rounded to 2 decimal places if needed. Okay, so now we have our first one here. Increase 420 by 65%. Now there's other two methods I showed you before. These wouldn't really work out for this question, so we have one specific method for this question. So since there's no like negative like impact on the money, as you see here, it's already 100%, and it's telling us increase it by 65%. So what we do here, the 420 is the 100%, we adding 65%. Okay, so we have to convert this as a decimal. Since it would be like an easy wake fraction, it wouldn't really help. So decimal is the most easiest option. So when you have it 165, and then you change it to 1.65. Okay, now what you do here is that now you have to times the 420. Okay, because that's the one that you are like increasing it. So what's 1.65 times 420? So what we need here is a calculator. As you can see here, 1.65 times 420 equaling $693. Okay, so the answer would be $693. That's the increase. That's how much you would get as a total. Okay, now for decrease, however, as you can see here, decrease 87 kilos by 13.6. Okay, so there's no difference between like the currency, like money, kilograms, liters, and etc. as long as you know how to do it right. Okay, so for decrease, however, you have to minus. As you can see here, we did plus. Okay, now we have to do minus. So we have to do 100 minus 13.6. Okay, so that will equal to 86.3. Okay, so similarly to the other question, sorry, it's 86.4. Sorry about that. After that, we convert it as a decimal like we did here. So 86.4 turns into 0.864. Okay, now we times it by 87 kilos. 87 kilos, including is remove that, 0.864 times, sorry about that, 87. Now we have our answer, 75.168. Now as you can see here, it says round to 2 decimal places. So 2 decimal places would be here. So this would be rounded up to 17. So then it would be 75.17. Done. That's our answer. Oh, sorry, you have to add the kilos, because if you don't add the kilos, yeah, you could lose marks. Because they want to be specific. They're like 75.717, and then the teacher will be like, amount of what? Like liters, money, like I don't know, what are you talking about? Yeah, I don't want you guys to lose marks. So remember, always add the value at the end, what it is. Next, I have like 3 main key dot points for this specific section. To write amount as a percentage of another, make sure both amounts are the same types or measured in the same units. Convert units if necessary. Now you have to have it as like the same units. If you don't have the same units, it's gonna be hard for you. Let's just say think like you can't have a decimal and a percentage. Like that's not gonna work well. You have to both have them a percentage or as a decimal. So it doesn't like, struggle you a lot. And the second one, write one amount as a fraction of the other. So yeah, that's pretty simple. Write one amount as a fraction of the other. Just that's an easy point you need to know. And the other one, convert this fraction into a percentage by multiplying by 100. So if it is a fraction, you have to multiply 100. That's the main way for finding the percentage. Now, these are like the final worked examples. What I'll be showing you here, and then we're gonna go to like some, like the actual questions for these types of chapters, type of chapter. Okay, first one is Tyler kicked 13 goals from 18 shots a goal. Yeah, that's pretty good. Calculate his kicking accuracy as a percentage. Okay, but as you can see here, answer the following questions and round them to one decimal place. So what we have here, what we do is that 13 goals from 18 goals. So you do as a fraction, since that's what you're supposed to do. That would be 13 over 18. Calculate his kicking accuracy as a percentage. As I shown you before, convert this fraction into a percentage, okay, by multiplying 100. So all we have to do is we have to times it by 100. If you want, add it over 1. If you want, just in case, like if you want help, like need help in that, because that's good, because now we're gonna simplify. What's the easiest simplification over here? It would be 2. Since 18, 100. Since these ones cannot do anything, nope. This one, nope. So we're doing cross. There's nothing here, nope, nope. We have these two here. It would be 18 and 100. Both of them can be divisible by 2, which this will be 9. This will be 50. So this one will be 13 over 9 times 50 over 1. So now, now there's no more simplifications you can do now. So now we can times them. 13 times 50, we can do that simply here. 13 times 50, just in case. But I'm pretty sure like you guys having a test would have as a calculators, because when having these types of like questions, they require a calculator. So as you, now we have it here, 650 over 9. Now we can divisible by them. Yep, okay. So now we have our calculator again. Divided by 9 and 70.22222222, and yeah. We don't want to go forever. Okay. So it said one decimal place. So one decimal place. There's nothing here to do. So it'd be 72.2. So his accuracy is 72.2%. A wrong way. Yeah. 72.2%. Let's put it here for you guys to know. Alright. So now that is the answer for A. Now for B, if there's like another difference, like for money purposes, a packet of biscuits is on sale for $2.35. A saving of 57 cents. Write the saving as a percentage of the original price. So okay, so the price, it's been saved 57 cents. So it's been like 57 cents discount basically. So what we do is we have to find the original price, like the percentage of the original price. So we have to add back the 57%. So you have 57 cents, sorry. So you add back 57 cents. It would be $2.92. All right, so now we have the money. So what we do now, we have to put the saving. Now we have to, as a fraction is now, since we have this here, so we have to put 0.57 under root to 2.92, because 2.92 is the original price, so you have to put it under, and the 0.57 is the saving, so you have to put it on top. So now we have to times it by 100, as you know, 100 over 1. And yeah, any simplifications, I mean, we can't simplify. It's going to be hard. So no simplifications. Yep. Now we should do timesing. Timesing, yep. Now we have it here, 0.57 times 157. So you write 57. They're divided by, right, not divided by, sorry, 2.9. Oh, 2.92 is already there. So 2.92. So we have this here. Let's just remove everything so it's clear. So 57. So we have 57 divided by 2.92. Okay, so then now we can divide it by them. Yep. Sorry, mate. Oh my god. Okay, sorry about that. Divided by 2.92. Yep. So this is our answer, 90.52 over 54, etc. Yep. I can't go on forever. Like, I don't have the time. Okay. So we have the what's behind the number. It's lower, so it should stay as 19.5%. Now, since we did all the works examples, congratulations. Now we're gonna go on the actual questions. So now I'm gonna give you some time for you guys to do the questions. If you want to do longer, spend time, pause the video right now so you can do these questions, and then when you're done, resume the video. I'll give you like a second to pause this. Okay, so since you guys are done with these questions, now let us answer them. Okay, so what's 50%? Find the question is here. Calculate the percentage of the given amounts. So it's basically like the first one we did. So now we have 50% of 200. Okay, so if you know percentages really well, then it's gonna be easy for you. What's 200 divided by 2? Since, as you know, that's the fraction of it. So 200 divided by 2 equals $100. So that's the answer. Pretty easy, huh? Okay, now for B, 20% of 480. Again, this one is as a fifth, since every 20% times it by 5 equals 100%. So then it's going to be 1 over 5. So we 480 over 5. So 480 divided by 5 equaling $96. So that is 20% of 480. So if you guys are doing well so far, then I'm really happy. Okay, so for C, 11% of 60 liters. Now, if you have like a different, like uneven number in your number, then it's gonna be, then you don't need to do like a straight away, like, you know, percentage as I showed you guys before. So you have to make them separate. So 10% is a 1%. Okay, what's 10% of 60? So 60 divided by 10 equals 6. That's 1%. What's 1% of 60 equals 0.6 plus them both 6.6 liters, and that is the answer. Now for D, okay, I haven't went through this, so I added this question if you guys like, oh, this is easy and that. So I added like as a fraction. So you like 5 and a third of a quarter of 17k. So then what you can do is convert that as a thing, decimal. That's what I would do. So then it would be 5.75. That would be the answer, because what's it called? What's 3 over 4? 75. So then you put that as a decimal, so 0.75, and that is our percentage right here, and we have to find 17k. All right, so then now we do that as separate. We have a 5% here, and then we have a 0.75. So what's 5% of 17k? Convert that as a 1, and then you times it by 5. What's 1% of 17k? What's 1%? It would be yeah, 170 times 5. Let us do that. It would be 850. Now, the other part, 0.75, this is going to be kind of a tricky one to find out. So, 0.75, okay, so we're going to spread them both again. So, it would be 0.5 and 0.25. So then now let us just do this. What's 0.5 of 100? What's 0.5 of 17k? We know that 1% is 170. So half that, it would be $85. Yeah, $85. All right. So we have $85 plus what's the half of $85? Since 20 pipes, this is this one here. We have to find the half of this, which would be this one. Okay, so what's the half of 85? It would be 42.5. So you add 42.5 and 127.5, and now we have 127.5. $127.5 plus 150, it's at 977.5. Yep, and that is the answer. Don't forget the dollar sign. Yep. So okay, good, very good, very good. Continuing now, good job for you guys if you did the questions. Okay, now we are doing convert these fractions to percentages. Okay, we didn't do this, but so I added this one so you can twist it up, and it's not gonna be that hard. All right, so it's basically simple. Okay, as I said, I'll wait for you guys for a sec. Pause the video and do these questions. Okay, now you guys are finished with those questions. If you didn't do them all, it's okay. We can go through them together and you'll learn. Okay, so now what we can do is that it's pretty simple. So what we do is the easiest way is 17 over 20 times 100. Okay, so we do that as a fraction as before. We're mainly using fraction. What are the both same thing? What's the most common here with 20 and see any common simplifications? These two cannot, these two cannot. So we have to do cross, and there isn't any cross, but there is with 20 and 100. So then what we do is now we divisible both of them by 20 because that's the highest one. So that will be as a 1, pretty sure. Yep, and this will be a 5. Yep, and then what you do is now 17 times 5. There you go, 85%. That is the answer. Pretty simple, huh? Same thing with 8 over 25. Oopsie daisy. Then over 8 over 25. So we times them both 100 over 1 equaling any simplification, yes, divided by 1. And since these two and the other ones, no. So this one would be a 4. 8 times 4 equals 32. Yeah, and that is our percentage. Done. So next one is here, 9 over 20. times 100 over 1. This one is divisible by that. 5, same thing. 9 times 5 equals 45%. The reason why we don't do these is because they're 1, so we don't really care about them. So then, yeah. Now we have 17 over 50 times 100 divided by 1. Both of them are divisible, nothing divisible on the other side. So this one will be a 1, this will be a 2. 17 times 2, 34%. Okay, so I hope you guys got them right. That would be good. So let's move on to these final questions. All right, these are the final ones, and then yeah, that'll be the end. So then now, these ones here, increase or decrease the following amounts, round to 2 decimal places if needed. All right, I'll give you time to pause the video. Okay, now you guys did the questions, let us do them. Okay, so what's increase 60 by 20%? Okay, so let's just remove this real quick. Yep. Okay, so increase 60 by 20%. We know that we did that before, so we do 100 plus 20, since 60 is 100 and that was 20, equaling 120. Convert that as a decimal, 1.2 times it by 60, 2 times 60, yep, 72. That will be 72. Now for B, easily same thing, 100 plus 45 equaling 145 into a decimal, 1.45 times it by 260 equaling 1.45 times it by 260, 377. That's the answer. For C, now decrease. Now we do minus 100 minus 15 equaling 85. Pretty short, yep. Now we times it by 12. Right, no, convert it as a decimal, sorry. So it'll be 0.85 times it by 12 equaling 10.2. So far, we don't have any round to 2 decimal places. So I added that just in case. You know, like if you had questions similar to like that, okay. And we can do that for D. Okay, so decrease 5,700 by 66%. Yeah, that's kind of a challenging one. So what is 100 minus 66? It would be 34. Convert as a decimal, 0.34 times it by 500,700. So it would be 0.34 times 5,700. It'd be 1938. That is the answer. Okay, that's the end of the video, boys and girls. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and comment down below, as I said, if you like the series I'm going to be doing or not, so I know what I can be suggested. Okay, like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Peace.